But still, all of that I've shared with you is not the most powerful experience in my life. The most powerful experience in my life, well, it actually came on the day that I returned home from Tanzania. Just like you, maybe some of you, this is the first time you've ever left your home country. Well, I landed at JFK Airport, and I got picked up by my parents, and we drove back to our house in New York, in Brooklyn, and we sat down together and we started talking. But suddenly I felt something was different. Something was off, and I couldn't articulate it. And before I could say it, my father said, "Chris, listen, while you've been away, I've been getting some tests done. We didn't want to tell you before you left, because we wanted you to have this experience of traveling the world." But on Monday, we find out what the results are. You see, I didn't know, but in the weeks leading up to my trip, my father began to get sick. He was coughing, and they found a lump. They found a lump in his body. And I remember that he sat down. I heard this story many years later at the kitchen table with my mom. And my mom said, "Look, what do you want to do? Should we let Chris go to Tanzania?" And I remember when my mom relayed the story to me, she said, without skipping a beat, your father said, "Yes, I think he should go. I think it will change his life." And he was right. He was right. That selfless act to let me go. My father was a smart man. He knew the results that we found out on that Monday before I ever left for Tanzania, is that he had terminal cancer. He had stage 4 cancer, and my mom said, "There's no stage 5. As you leave here today, and you look in the eyes of your fellow EF tour members, and your parents, and your teachers, and the homeless woman or man on the street, and the person checking you in the hotel, always remember to look for their humanity. It's not easy to look each other in the eyes, is it? We want to look away. I mean, we want to look at our phone. Please try not to look at your phone. Please. Especially not first thing in the morning. Develop your sense of yourself, of your inner compass, of the ability to be with yourself, to be in space, to be in silence. Because it's only, as my dear mentor, Dr. Jane Goodall says, it's only in the silence that we find out who we truly are and what we truly want. And as you look in each person's eyes, always remember that every person you speak with has a story to share. Every single person has a story to share. And the story of their humanity, well, it's usually captured through the lens of great suffering, because it's through suffering that our true character, our true resilience, and true empathy is formed. And when we find that moment of humanity in another person, the other person ceases to be one of them, and they start to be one of us. We'll say that again. They move, in our minds, they move from the place of them to us.